During World War II, the Soviet Army did not have strategic bombers, although they later solved this problem by producing the Tu-4, which was a copy of the B-29. The use of piston engines rendered the Tu-4 obsolete with the advent of the jet age. The Soviet aviation industry entered a period of great development in the 1950s, with numerous jet fighter projects being proposed and implemented, as well as advancements in the field of bombers. One such project was a jet strategic bomber known as the DSB-LK. The DSB-LK project was proposed by the Leningrad Red Banner Air Force Engineering Institute in 1957. At that time, the Soviet Air Force General Staff proposed the development of a supersonic long-range seaplane. In response, the Engineering Institute proposed three options: a strategic bomber, a seaplane, and an amphibious plane. The DSB-LK was the strategic bomber option, and its design was selected after a series of aerodynamic shape explorations. The design work was forward-thinking, with the expectation that the bomber would have a maximum flight speed of 2 to 4 Mach, a flight altitude of 20,000 meters, and a payload of 515 tons. Additionally, the design considered the possibility of the bomber carrying air-launched ballistic missiles, cruise missiles, and variants for strategic reconnaissance. Despite initially exploring multiple aerodynamic layouts, the bomber ultimately adopted a design similar to a flying wing layout, with a flat shape, extensive use of titanium alloy components, a sharp nose, and a cockpit located above the conventional nose. However, to meet the aerodynamic needs of the aircraft, the cockpit's exterior transitioned smoothly into the body, without any obvious protrusions, to facilitate high-speed flight, although it may have compromised visibility during takeoff and landing. The crew could consist of 2, 3, or 4 people, depending on the future development of electronic technology and the equipment operators required for different variants of the aircraft. For such a large aircraft, enlarging the cockpit to accommodate a few more crew members was not a difficult task. 2 rectangular engine compartments were installed on each side of the wing root, with 3 turbojet engines installed in each compartment. The wingspan was approximately 38 meters, with a leading-edge sweep of 42 degrees and twin vertical tails installed above the engine compartments. This large aircraft, with an estimated weight of around 88 tons, was expected to achieve a maximum flight speed of 2.8 Mach and a maximum flight altitude of 35,000 meters, with its wide and flat body capable of carrying a large amount of fuel and having a maximum range of 16,500 kilometers. The flying wing layout also provided benefits for takeoff and landing, requiring a runway length of over 1,100 meters, a takeoff speed between 330 to 350 kilometers per hour, and a landing speed between 180 to 190 kilometers per hour, which was quite good for a large aircraft. A large bomb bay, capable of carrying a maximum load of 15 tons, was located in the middle of the fuselage between the 2 engine compartments. In addition to missile launches, the design also considered the possibility of carrying a single 5,000-kilogram free-fall bomb. Perhaps reflective of the era, the designers equipped the bomber with 2 defensive gun turrets, with machine guns to fend off enemy aircraft or missiles, and also considered carrying air-to-air missiles. By 1960, the DSB-LK had completed some initial design work, but the feasibility of the project was not high. It was considered an experimental and research-oriented project, and with the influence of intercontinental missiles, the entire project was discontinued that year without being put into practice. The documents were dispersed to several aircraft manufacturing units, with some of the designs being used for the Tu-22M bomber, making the project not entirely in vain.